everyone. Welcome to Throne Talk, the place where we explore everything about the royal family, royal news, and beyond. If you're into learning about the royals' impact on society and all the cool things they do outside of the usual palace drama, you're in the right place. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join the family. Today, I'm going to take you on a journey about King Charles's recent visit to Scotland. And trust me, this one's not your usual royal news. It's about his connection with a really special cause that's helping change lives. Now, when you think of King Charles, you probably picture grand events, royal duties, and, well, a lot of fine attire. But this time, he traded the royal gown for something a little more down to earth. And I think you'll be surprised at just how much impact this visit had, not only on the charity he visited but on the people he met. So, let's get right into it. So recently, King Charles took a trip up north to Scotland. One of the places he truly holds close to his heart, and honestly, if you've ever been, you know why. The stunning landscapes, the history, the culture. Scotland is a place that has a special energy, and King Charles is no stranger to the beauty of the land. But this trip wasn't just about enjoying the scenery. No, this visit had a much deeper purpose. He went to visit a charity that's been doing amazing work for the homeless and vulnerable people in Scotland, called The Gate. Now, The Gate is not your average charity. This organization has been around for over 14 years, and during that time, they've been doing more than just providing shelter or food. They've created a hub for people who need help to rebuild their lives. And trust me, the people they've helped would tell you that the Gate isn't just a place for charity. It's a lifeline. King Charles's visit came at a perfect time, as the charity has been under a lot of pressure lately due to the ongoing cost of living crisis. If you've been keeping up with the news, you know that inflation and rising costs have hit a lot of communities hard, and homelessness is something that's been getting worse across the UK, including in Scotland. So when King Charles arrived at the Gate, it wasn't just a quick drop-by to take a picture and leave. It was a meaningful visit that highlighted how these charities play a role in lifting people up in difficult times. One of the things that really stood out during the visit was how involved the king got with the staff and volunteers. Picture this: King Charles, wearing a red and green kilt. Yes, he went full Scottish mode. Walking through the door of the Gate, shaking hands with volunteers, and chatting with people who dedicate their time to helping others. It wasn't a stiff royal engagement. It was a genuine interaction between the king and people who are doing some incredible work on the ground. And I've got to say, seeing the king connect with volunteers and even share a laugh with the staff shows just how down-to-earth he is, despite being in the spotlight all the time. Now, I know what you might be thinking: royals and charities, that's kind of common, right? It happens all the time. But here's the thing. King Charles didn't just show up for the cameras. He actually engaged with the people who are directly impacted by the charity's work. He listened to their stories, shared some laughs, and even got to know some of the other charity representatives who were present that day. It was a real show of solidarity. And I think that's something that not all royal visits offer. The Gate services are wide-ranging. They don't just serve meals or provide a place to sleep for those in need. They're building a community. One of the highlights of the Gate is their café, where people can come, have a warm meal, and just relax in a safe space. And it's not just the homeless people who benefit from it. The café is a place where everyone in the community can come together. It's about making connections, building relationships, and providing support when it's needed most. But it doesn't stop there. The Gate has expanded their services to include a wide variety of initiatives, including a book club, drop-in sessions, and events like bingo breakfasts. They even have a food bank, which has been especially important recently as so many families are struggling to put food on the table. And let's not forget about their work with children. The Gate provides free or subsidized school uniforms for families who need them. Think about that for a second. Helping kids start the school year on the right foot, without the stress of expensive uniforms hanging over their families. And don't even get me started on the Hub, the charity shop connected to the Gate. Not only does it sell quality clothes, household items, and toys, but all the proceeds go right back into the charity's programs. It's a full-circle operation where people donate goods, shop for a good cause, and at the same time, help fund a project that's actively helping those who need it most. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. The Gate doesn't just focus on the people they serve. They also focus on the people who work with them. They provide training placements to young people, especially those who faced significant barriers to employment. It's about empowerment. It's about offering opportunities for those who need a second chance, or even a third or fourth chance, to learn new skills and get back into the workforce. And let me tell you, King Charles was really impressed by that. He recognized the effort and commitment of everyone involved, especially the volunteers who make the magic happen. The king even mentioned the importance of giving young people the chance to develop skills, so they can go on to build better futures. But enough of me talking. Let's get back to King Charles for a second. His involvement in the charity space is nothing new. You might already know that he's been a strong advocate for charitable causes for most of his life. In fact, the Prince's Trust, which he founded back in 1976, has helped over 1 million young people in the UK. And this visit to the gate is just another example of his ongoing dedication to helping those in need. The royal family, particularly King Charles, has often been at the forefront of social issues. And this visit showed that they're not just about headlines and the glamorous side of life. They care about the communities they serve. And I think this is a really important message for all of us. Royalty isn't just about living in palaces and hosting extravagant events. It's about using the platform you have to make a real, tangible difference. Now, I'm sure some of you might be thinking, okay, but what about the cost of all this? Isn't it a bit much? Fair point. We all know that the royal family has a pretty hefty budget, and not everyone agrees with how that money is spent. But here's the thing. King Charles isn't out there living in luxury while the rest of the country struggles. He's actively using his position to bring attention to these causes, and that's a pretty significant impact. Whether or not you agree with the monarchy, you can't deny that when they shine a spotlight on a cause like homelessness, it brings attention and often leads to more donations, more volunteers, and more support. And that, my friends, is something worth noting. Now, let's talk about what this all means for you. If you're someone who cares about social issues, if you're someone who believes in making the world a better place, there's a lot to take away from King Charles's visit to the gate. It's a reminder that charity isn't just about giving money. It's about giving your time, your attention, and your effort. It's about standing up for those who need help, even when it's not convenient. So, let's take a page from the King's book. Whether you're volunteering at a local charity, donating items, or even just spreading the word, we all have a part to play in making the world a better place. Before I wrap this up, I just want to remind you to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I've got plenty more royal stories, charity updates, and behind-the-scenes peeks coming your way. And hey, if you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Your support helps the channel grow, and I really appreciate it. So, what's next for King Charles and the Gate? Well, I hope this visit sparks even more people to get involved and support charities like the Gate, because the work they're doing is far from over. And for King Charles, it's clear that this is just another step in his mission to make a difference. Alright, that's it for today's video. Thanks for joining me here on Throne Talk, and as always, I'll see you next time with more royal updates. Stay awesome!